you ever notice how in the Bible, whenever God needed to punish someone, or make an example, or whenever God needed a killing, he sent an angel? Did you ever wonder what a creature like that must be like? A whole existence spent praising your God, but always with one wing dipped in blood. Would you ever really want to see an angel?
One more beer to my lips, and one more cigarette goes down. This path of self-destruction I have chosen really brings me down. I've no one but myself to blame. There are no royalties to claim. Sometimes I wonder if I'm sane, or am I Cain, or am I Cain? How much misery am I to bear as I give my offering into the air? It's the smoke that's billowing what makes me cry. I give my brother into the sky. One more time around, the angels come and push me to the ground. Am I forgiven by my own right? You won today, but I still have the night. Keep your sandwich candies. Whoa, towards the sky. Whoa, when you look back and now you're on your knees and you'll forever wonder why do you care? Was it the way she did her hair? Why do you cry? Was it the color of her eyes? You had to know. No, you'll never do another show. Is that the way it's supposed to go? Somebody tell me why, 'cause I don't know. Open your eyes, see your back. And I've noticed that you're all alone. It seems to me you've gone off track. Will you keep the fires burning when there's no one home? Whoa, you had exactly what you need. Whoa, Aphrodite voice and witch candy. Whoa, how could you let it go? Whoa, for the love of her you must let go. You gave it up and now there's nothing to show. Why do you care? Was it the way she did her hair? And why do you cry? Was it the color of her eyes? You had to know. No, you'll never do another show. Is that the way it's supposed to go? Somebody tell me why, 'cause I don't know. Why do you care? Was it the way she did her hair? Why do you cry? Was it the color of her eyes? You had to know. No, you never do another show. Is that the way it's supposed to go? Somebody tell me why, 'cause I don't know. Why do you care? Was it the way she did her hair? And why do you cry? Was it the color of her eyes? You had to know. No, you'll never do another show. Is that the way it's supposed to go? Somebody tell me why, 'cause I don't know. Why do you care? Was it the way she did her hair? And why do you cry? Was it the color of her eyes? You had to know. No, you'll never do another show. Is that the way it's supposed to go? Somebody tell me why, 'cause I don't know.
All right, everyone. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone's day? Why do you cry? All right, we gotta turn up the sound. Oh boy. Good morning, USA! Today is gonna be a wonderful day. Good morning, USA! Hey! Or, alternatively, good morning. Oh, this is gonna be really awkward if this is the... Ha! Oh no, there's been an attack. Putrid's draining energy from the barrier. I tried to log into the computer here, no sign of Nichols so far. You need to find your friends ASAP. Paid off a bit of eldritch abominations in the morning. Simmer told us to escape, but to where? There's too many of them. It's only a matter of time before this place gets flooded. Fuck! Keep it together, man. Keep it together, man. Why are you always the first to whine at any sign of trouble? Why don't you teach me how we're supposed to fight these things? Hey, look! Like they're back. Forget everything I said. I think we got this in the bag. Yo, I had to carry the whole team while you're gone. Do you know how tiring that was for me? Probably not as hard as it will for Simmer and Grill. They need them more than we do. Well, get back there. What are you waiting for? I can hold them back just fine, but they'll probably need your assistance. Tyler, where's Uncle Thea? Weren't you in charge of them? Oh, fuck.
Lord of the Forest is sacrificing yourself on the front line. Surely we can't stay back and be a bunch of cowards. We have to fight to earn our hope.
I'm afraid I don't see a future for any of us.
Arf!
Clifford, sir? Oh, dear. Clifford's right. None of us have the ability to change anything in this fight. All we can do is sit back and watch. We've already used all our all our counter CO4 cocktails on the endless hordes. At this point, I don't know what to do. Aren't you that zombie trained by both Simmer and Grill? I can't believe you're back!
Ah, our savior is here. I'm sure you'll be able to do it. Go get them.
Cool, I guess I'll just sit back and watch. Surely none of this is good. Logging in. Here I am. Yeah, let me unlock the gate for you. Also, where did Nickel go? Warning, server has been critically damaged. Warning, server has been critically damaged. The servers at the Steep Command Center were attacked by an unknown individual, taking out 87% of their capacity. What? Oh, that's the only functioning supercomputer we have down here. No! What should I do? Do you know how to fix computers? You're young, so you know how these things work. Actually, never mind. I have a better idea. You just keep doing your thing. I'll save Nickel. Then gone flourish for his doom. Oh. Uh-oh. Our attacks are completely useless. Girl, I think this is the end. Come on, I just gave you some mana. We're gonna find... I think this is the final boss. I'm kind of upsetty spaghetti. I ended it early. We're gonna find some time after this to fix that self-sabotaging attitude of yours. Right, to be honest, you have a point. I'm out of ideas. I have so many things on my bucket list. At least we can save the others by stalling this monstrous thing. You're right. At least we'll be able to save some people. Let it go. Let it all go. Everyone dies, you and your friends. Me and my horrible family will all be dead. Yes! Mr. Putrid is generous to grant us the gift of death. This gift brings us joy that exceeds this mortal realm. Boo, that makes no sense at all. Grail, we're both running out of mana, so we should try that secret move we developed. You mean the hybrid soul Mercury retrograde quantum blockchain lap beam? Feels kind of gross, though. I don't care how gross it feels. If we're going down, we're gonna be going down a blaze of glory. Here. Huh? Huh? Uncle Zeba, how? Didn't you lose your memory? I did, but then I forgot I had Alzheimer's and it all came back. You and your stupid jokes. It really is Uncle Z. I'm sorry, but I had to stop you from wasting your mana. Stay inside and take a break. Leave the rest to me. Yes, I finished my first job. I will now fight another spirit that may rival Mr. Putrid in power. Are you so strong? Try and hurt me. Go, go, go! Ah, come on, you got this. Okay. Okay, as long as we keep attacking, we should be fine. Keep attacking and take some form of damage, I guess. I don't know. Holy moly. You beat me! Amazing! He was right! You cannot be defeated by anything in this dimension. You are just like him! Undying, imperishable, unstoppable. He may not have the means to force you out of this dimension, but it works both ways. You are powerless to stop him. However, Mr. Putrid can erode your will to stay in this world. How many times can we break down Simmer's mind? How long until we burn through Grill's soul? Everything you care about, everyone worth saving, they will leave you one after the other. We will fight, tear, and destroy ceaselessly on his behalf until there's nothing left of you and oblivion. I don't understand why this build is so broken. I'm glad he placed his hope and trust into you. It's the right choice. Uncle Z, we missed you so much. Grill kept being mean to me after you left. That's not true. You're the one who kept causing trouble. I have to clean up after her all the time. I had loved to stay around longer, but his summoning spell for me is running out of time. You know how this works, don't you, Simmer? You're sacrificing your soul to maintain your identity and memories. This will be the last time we'll ever meet, forever. Correct. Since my soul's about to go to zero anyways, why not use it to restore some of your magic? Who's this person you keep talking about? Why did they do all this? To give you a fighting chance. They sent that spell so it would trigger when Putrid becomes active. They asked me to convey a very important message at this time. The Stargate Project is not a hoax. A Conley world exists out there. Look for my next message. Don't give up. Uncle Z, I was always looking for ways to revive you. Is this really how you want it to end? Seeing you to learn how to cook was enough for me to make my life worthwhile. Yes, I don't mind. At least I got to see it again with my own two eyes. You girls are incredible. To have chosen life even in such dire times. There's nothing more noble. Please accept the rest of my soul. Goodbye. See you around. We're back, Simmer. The Stargate project was a serious project. We just had to play this terrible puzzle game to put the pieces together. Even if it's true, so what? Look at all the sacrifices we had to make just for one of Putrid's minions. How many people do I have to lose just to open that Stargate? What's the point of living if I'm the only one alive? Oh, right. The ancestral recipes that I had refused to teach you are hidden in this Sacrafical City Hall. I stashed it there to spare it from the government purchase. Ancestral recipes?
The ancestral recipes? Oh, wait. Don't go yet, Uncle Z. Which building did you stash it in? I was just kidding. I want to live. I promise I'll thrive and prosper.
You can let me drive, you know. I'm pretty experienced with this equipment. Request denied. While I may lack the credentials to control this vehicle, I will not accept control from less capable artificial intelligence. Wait, you're Rob? Why do you look like that now? Former director, you've changed quite a bit too. I'm sure both of us have long stories to tell. I transferred Nickel to the ship's main computer to prevent her destruction. That's where I was living. Problem is, she takes up a ton of storage, so I was forced to stack up in this display. Please end this meaningless chatter and enter the vehicle. I demand it to be transferred to another supercomputer at once. My intelligence will suffer if I continue to live in this low-tier AI. I accidentally gave her access to my memories as I was fixing her, and as you can see, she now hates me. Closest functional supercomputer is located in Sacrafical City Hall. I suggest we depart immediately.
Sacrafical City Hall. Apprentice, you've got a new quest. Let's find those ancestral recipes. I need to put myself together. No one wants to see me mope. Simmer. Hi, Apprentice. Good work back there. This is what Girl and I have been working on, researching new recipes. Completing Uncle Z's ancestral recipes can only be achieved through exercising arcane cooking skills in multiple fields of magic. He promised he would teach us only if we became exceptional magic users. Hey, Simmer. I just want you to know that you don't need to force yourself to act tough in front of us. It's okay. Putrid completely saw through me. If I hadn't opened up those holes to the lower levels, he wouldn't come back to life. Uncle Z wouldn't have had to die. Time to pull you out of the circle of self-blame. Putrid is the one who caused all of this, not you. You don't owe me or Uncle Z anything. You're under the delusion that you can and should do everything. That's why you're beating yourself up. You don't have to do this to yourself. Uncle Z was proud of us. He wanted us to continue living. Oh, jeez, I used to hate being lectured by you. I always thought you were amazing, Krill. I admire how you could keep your cool even in situations like this. I'm not, though. Every day I try to comfort myself with the fact that we all die. It's normal to see people come and go in our lives. But the pain and grief never really go away. What do you do when that happens? What do you do when that happens? I cry. Yeah, I suppose. Did we just leave your apprentice hanging like that? That must have been awkward. I'm sure he understands. You can really feel their compassion and delicacy from the fact that they never interrupted our sentimental moment. I still need to explain your new job. To put it simply, right now, we can't handle Uncle Z's ancestral recipes just yet. Simmer and I plan to use the resources in Sacrafical City to create new recipes and enhance our cooking skills. City used to be residential. Sacrafical City used to be a residential community for high-ranking officials. Unlike normal citizens, they had the right to cook. They must have left behind some amazing ancient kitchenware. You have to use that to fight monsters sent by the evil god himself. Collect ingredients, find the ancestral recipes, and study the secrets of the Stargate. Those are responsibilities fitting for an inspiring master chef. Giving them too much work, Simmer. I haven't fully recovered yet, but I'm sure we can handle ingredient collection. Oh, you always wanted to shoulder every minute task. You should sit back and look at the bigger picture. Giving Give fitting tasks to appropriate people. Besides, they won't mind the work. They understand that we're all in this together, and that they can learn a lot of things from this opportunity. You're just bullying them because they can't speak. You're also starting to sound like a toxic manager. You try talking like a manager, girl. Come on, give it a try. Look, you can complain about this opportunity, but it's just a small world out there. I'd keep my head down and work hard if I were you. I certainly wouldn't want to ruin any future prospects. Wait, that's not what I asked you to do. How could you be so mean? I'm done. Bye. Just let me explain. My android wife consented to every single thing we ever did together. Even if it does look kind of... Silence your so-called wife as a surveillance drone. You were doing unspeakable things to her optical senses. You should... Oh my god. Immediately. Your system still contains signs of human emotion. You used an illegal tool to transfer your mind. I would have deleted a defective AI like you in an instant if I have the permissions to do so. Nickel, Rob helped us. Let him speak already. I have a question for him. Affirmative. Reluctantly complying. Phew. How long have you been like this? How'd you find us? Wow, two tough questions from the get-go. Oh, Kiro. Someone helped me achieve this digital form, but I don't remember their name. I don't remember their identity or any memory related to them. Huh. Uncle Z also mentioned that person. They must have used some sort of memory wipe magic to erase their existence. But they're also trying to send us messages. Bizarre. That wasn't a memory wipe. Simmer? Do you know what's going on? That person never wiped out anything. There are bits of my memory that were haphazardly clouded by a dark mist. But try hard enough to erase that mist. No, don't do that. Why? I think the erasure of their existence is a part of a layer. I think the erasure of their existence is part of a larger and more complex spell. If we force their reveal, we might ruin the spell. If they're trying to help us, I don't think we should go against their intentions. Fair enough. Our job is to not think about them and pretend they don't exist. We're trying our best to find the messages they left behind. I don't even know what's happening right now, so let's change the subject. I have to pretend they don't exist even though I know they do? That just makes me want to think about them even more. How's Clifford doing? How's bad the contamination Will he wake up from his coma? He cut off his tail right away to stop the infection, so that shouldn't be a... Hello? Oh, hi, Sunai! How's it going? I'm doing good. Alright, everybody here, if you're not already following Sunai, go give Sunai a follow. An awesome friend of the stream. What were you up to? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, awesome! I gotta play that at some point. Because I never beat it as a kid. But I'm Spoonbox Gaming. Or not Spoonbox Gaming, I'm a Hollow Construct now. Hi! I go by she, her. Right now I'm playing some Dungeon Munchies, but I usually play a variety of games, anywhere from horror to whatever the hack and slash, I guess this would be. Yep, Dungeon Munchies. He cut off his tail right away to stop the infection. Oh, that's not. He's cut off his tail right away to stop the infection, so that shouldn't be a problem. Also, he's not in a coma. He's just car sick. Vine has temporarily lost his vision, but place him into some muddy water, and his eyes will go right back. Do I get a disability stipend while I wait for my eyes to recover? Then, how are you doing, Prof? Oh, you know, this is better than anyone. I don't have many days left. I've been hearing disembodied whispering ever since that red beam hit me. I'm afraid it's become sort of permanent psychological contamination.
No, don't this. Don't this. Oh my God, this is gore. Ah! Please let me know what I can do to help. Make the most of your time and get researching. Are you serious? You know what happens if I let that get worse. You don't have to. Haven't I been assisting your research this whole time? When I was reborn with a conscious mind, I was confused like all the other conscious plants. Why was I born into this world? Why can I think? What should I do in this world? I think I was extremely lucky to have bumped into you, the Lord of the Forest. You taught me to search the web to find the answers I craved. Inspired by your avis, I decided to dedicate my life to the pursuit of knowledge. I tried to learn something new every day. I knew I couldn't know absolutely everything, but every new fact and discovery made me feel like my life was going somewhere. However, the music's about to end now, and my life will soon come to an abrupt end. I will gladly continue on my journey of discovery to the very end. I want to live my life to the fullest before I disappear. Professor. But you're not a plant, you're a fungus. What kind of response was that, Grill? So what? Do you want us to help with the professor? I'd like to find out Putrid's true intentions. Some infected disciples say they'll be delivered to an otherworldly paradise, while others cleanse and suffering souls into nothingness. If we want to stop him, we need to know more about his goals. After we arrive at Sacrafical City, I will quarantine and observe Professor Shroom inside this cabin. Please make finding the supercomputer your priority as I stay back to analyze the professor's data. Oh, you Rob? You're the host of the Daily Dungeon series, aren't you? And you're a big talking mushroom? Professor Shroom is a big fan. Oh, Professor Shroom was a big fan of yours. He was disappointed after you married a robot and stopped uploading. Man, they used to train us to execute talking creatures on the spot. This feels kind of unreal. You mentioned that in one of your shows. Your history documentaries were so very illuminating. When I was a child, I felt so hopeless as I watched my fellow plants fight and bicker with one another. I thought they were all down with some terrible disease. You were the one that taught me that it wasn't a disease. Humans have always behaved that way. Conflict isn't a disease. It is a beautiful and natural display of vitality. I stopped hating the world once I realized this. I guess that's one way you can look at it. Wow, never thought anyone would enjoy watching my random recordings. Thanks. Humans will always wish to leave a trace of their existence long after they're gone, whether it's through videos, food, or other means. I also wish I could leave behind something valuable for posterity. I'm sure you will, your, research. Don't worry, Professor. We'll preserve and find the right people to inherit your firearms, notes, and erotic 3D planet animations. What animations? Oh, so much talking. Like an old comic book hero, Uncle Z gave us an important mission before disappearing into the wind. That's so cool and I can respect that. But this place is coming down. What are we supposed to do before it all ends? Even if we put all our hope in the zombie, I still feel helpless in the face of our inevitable demise. I can only wait as the universe decides to kill or spare me. Well then, can I interest you in Professor Shroom's weapon collection? I'm sure there's something in there that'll help with your anxiety. Well, isn't that notorious Warhammer from the Third World War? This shotgun here increases the user's bloodlust. How'd he get his hands on this stuff? I don't know the specifics, but he was obsessed with human warfare and technology. Like, that doesn't sound like a healthy obsession. Well, it's more of an academic exception. Like how an animal researcher collects information about animal societies. This means you have a job now, come on. I need you to get back to building weapons for my dear apprentice. I'll do anything if it can distract me from thinking about my impending demise. Don't waste your time worrying about that. About things that haven't happened yet. You'll have time to worry about it if and when it actually happens. Yep, you only had to realize this earlier, Simmer. It's called growth and introspection, Grill. It might have come in a bit late, but I'm cute, so I'll know you'll forgive me, right? No more talking for now. My throat hurts. I had to say something. I guess we'll leave the professor to you guys. We'll try to communicate with him until he's entirely consumed. That's one brave friend you got there. You seem to know a lot about that monster. I've been studying him ever since the apocalypse. Putrid used CO4, nutrition cakes, the water supply, and the internet to expand his influence. The internet? How? He activated anything under his influence on that terrible day. It wasn't just the CO4 that turned people into monsters. Anybody who used their appliances, their phones, or their browsers were turned into monsters. If your account is true, that would explain why the AI systems were shut down. That also explains why the barrier couldn't stop the infection. Putrid was everywhere. That doesn't sound right to me. If it really was that powerful, why didn't he just blow the entire place up in a million times? Because they can't. For some reason they can't, right? Why did they let anything survive? I don't know. The infection only lasted a few days. After that, it all just disappeared. After they were infected, the human monsters began to move as if they were preying, then just healed over and died. Huh. I think someone or something was able to stop Putrid. Perhaps. Let's just hope we can learn more about this from a friend's courageous sacrifice. Oh. Try this, apprentice. It's an amazing brand new dish we developed. To be honest, we neither know how it tastes or know what its effects are. That's the fun part. You might throw up, they might explode, or turn into a little girl. We'll never know until they swallow. You're straight too far from proper cooking. I love this game. Jeez, there's so many of these down here. There we go. Desert jail. Final instructions for desert jail. What? What the hell am I grabbing here? Warhammer 22! Oh my god. Let's get a move on. These 10 statues should be done by tonight. Put your backs into it or I will make you. I thought we'd be free after the overthrow of the Lord of the Forest. Know your place, maggots. Why am I... Commander, because I'm better than you. Shut your mouths, work your asses off, and one day you can also be in my position. Do you miss the Lord of the Forest? Do you want to be fed to hungry monsters? Give me one reason I shouldn't write your group up right now and send you to miserable ass back to being cattle feed. Look at these poor plants, my lord. What shall we do? Zip, we have an evil interdimensional deal to deal with. Now's not the time. So to clown around, why don't you use some of that energy of yours to find the Sarasso City Hall? I never really came out here that much. There's just too much sand. I don't like sand. Well, then how about these poor plants? I think I should make up for my mistakes, but... No, you don't. They used to talk trash about you. I hate them. Serves them right. Wow, who's the cruel one now? Be gone! Maybe this way? Alright. Ow. Gosh, damn it! I gotta get sand shark meat, because that would be very useful. Alright. We fought that. We're doing good skis. Damn it! You are not in the sand anymore, baby girl.
The zombie has infiltrated our protein farm. Our president has ordered us to do whatever it takes to put a stop to this. I thought they told us to retreat from the zombie respect to not incite any... Shut up, soldier. Commander Cactus is in charge of here and operations under direct orders from the president himself. The zombies' capabilities have been greatly exaggerated through the enemy's despicable and disinformation campaigns. I believe that this zombie is no stronger than the brainless soldier manipulated by slipshod necromancy. As well as a trained elite force, we have no reason to fear confrontation. Let me be clear. The restoration of order, glory of our president, Cone Legion will roll out. Show any signs of cowardice or treason, you'll be shot. Get moving.
Why exactly? How are they not cooking alive right now? Oh. Man, I don't remember when I was stuck on Path of Pain. I can barely move.
Oh, this is the resident show restaurant I was talking about. They moved around a lot, but you just have to follow the scent.
Ah, this is the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. Who comes up with this?
Normally, I wouldn't have fled that to the site of the necromancer. That's all in the past. I don't have any reason to fear or hate her anymore.
I've never made food for plants before, but that was a piece of cake.
It was easy because my experience as the
The what? The Lord of the spit it out.
Never in my wildest dreams I could imagine picturing myself asking an evil necromancer to cook her cursed dishes for me. Eating this food makes me happy. Remember the last time I felt this way?
Sounds like you got a lot on your plate. Tell us more. We're all down here together in this dungeon, so we should help each other out.
What? Simmer, I thought you...
Do I look like a cruel person, Gro? I can't just sit here and watch as these innocent plants suffer.
Cone lied to us. We thought he'd improve our lives, but in the end we just swapped our one tyrant for another.
I'm partially responsible for Cone's behavior, but I can't change him. Not while looking like this. I need your help to knock some sense into him.
I saw how sweet potatoes were playing you. Cone is just as bad as the Lord of the Forest. I'm not as powerful as I used to be. I will not tolerate tyranny.
Cone's headquarters located inside City Hall. Saying that a zombie here to beat him, we'll fight him for free!
I know that. However, I'm not running a charity.
You topple the Cone regime, you have to work for me.
This place is going to do, What I meant to say was, I'm expanding my restaurant, and I need all the help I can get.
Can't agree to that. You and your minions killed so many of my kin.
What if you're just like Cone? What if you're just another tyrant? Had enough when it comes to false promises.
Bad leaders. You just want to live in peace.
I totally understand your concerns. I know there's nothing I could say right now that'll quell your fears. But anyone who works for me gets 1 free meal a day. That's a promise.
Okay, I'm in. I should shut up. We must work together to accomplish the... finally. I've got so much as a free cookie.
Grill, who's that piece of crap eating my food? Hey, don't be rude. You shouldn't be talking about others like that behind their backs. I know that, but don't you want to know? Go ahead, ask him what he actually is. No, also, are you up to something again? What's with the recruiting them as employees? Look, with the state we're in, we can't do anything against even a moderately powerful opponent. Putrid knows that he can't infect us with CO4. That's why he's constantly attacking us with his sea organisms. His plan is to deplete our mana and our souls. The attacks only happen when my apprentice isn't here. So we can't rely on his help. So you've recruited them as bodyguards? They're way weaker than your apprentice. They'll just get infected if you send them out there. You're not wrong, but with their truckloads of ingredients as my apprentice keeps bringing home, we could feed them performance-enhancing foods. Ah, that would make a formidable plant army. Good idea. Still, the real reason I took the plants in... Shh. I told you this before. I want to add some vegetarian dishes to my repertoire. My advice is don't cook them if you want to employ them. Oh, I shred through their health now. Okay. I might be a little broken, but I think that's intentional. Some of my ancestors just sat peacefully in the dirt. They never felt pain, even when they were being consumed by animals.
You don't want to be food.
Yeah, but what do I do with that thought? I don't want to just die like that, but I don't know what else I should live for.
Maybe Resident Colon Society isn't for you.
I think I understand this place. This is all just a massive food chain. I was born to be food for someone else. Everyone was a part of this. The Lord of the Forest and Kona are just better at climbing up its rungs. Who the leader is and how they do it, and how they do won't change my reality. I'm a replaceable and consumable part of this invisible machine. My ego has no purpose. The world doesn't care about my heart and my feelings. The fact that I can think isn't a gift from above. It's just a meaningless coincidence in this absurd world.
You finally shed your ignorance.
Huh, you freaks are all the same with your precious Putrid. How's that different from following other tyrants?
Those who endorse tyrants are not aware of the vast differences between the tyrants' interests and their own. You want a better life while the tyrant seeks power. Once they have power, your life means nothing to them. Putrid does not need power, nor does he need ideals or mortality. He abides by his only purpose in this universe. Our goals and his goals are aligned. Eat this and you will understand everything.
What is it?
Knowledge.
Oh, shit. I'm almost doing 1,000 damage. Is that all the food you got? You're trying to pull my leg? I told you already, we don't have enough food because the zombies attacked our farm. Doing your jobs and gotten rid of the zombies, we wouldn't be so short on food. Don't try to blame this on me. I'm only responsible for collecting your food and like your food quota, and it's a real simple system. Punishment for all those who don't deliver. Who gave you the right to treat us like this? Where were you when we overthrew the Lord of the Forest? Doesn't matter, I'm stronger, so my words matter more. Get used to it or get bent. Damn it. Damn to hell with this shit world. Ha ha ha. Keep winning, have fun with that. Whining, have fun with that. Alright, we're gonna go up here.
Processors have been spotted at Steeped City in the mid-eastern area. They're unhappy about the water and electricity outages, as well as the housing prices. Many plants have now openly opposed our rule. We must send our forces to restore order.
No, this can't go on.
No, this can't go on. Is violent suppression all we can think of? That will only harden their resolve.
We must increase the intensity of our suppression in order to make them understand the legitimate authority of this government.
I fought all this time for plant freedom and equality. Why did it end up like this?
Well, it must consolidate power before they can begin to rule. This is an essential step. Failure to consolidate will result in a failed regime.
You're asking me to rule through fear and violence. We did not overthrow the Lord of the Forest. It's to do the exact same thing.
Agent report, the zombies broke through our defenses and destroying our base. They're right behind me. Mr. President, your orders?
I don't care. I don't care. I've seen what that zombie can do. We shouldn't be fighting them. I will negotiate.
Please, Mr. President. They killed my brothers. They killed my brother. We shouldn't submit to a despicable creature like that. We all swore to follow you to the end. Well.
The violent protests, low morale, and unsavory rumors. We are at a crossroads, Mr. President. You must demonstrate your military prowess. If you back down to negotiate, you will lose your support from across the board, including the armed forces.
Damn it! Why is ruling this dungeon so hard? Okay, fine. Fine, I'll do it. Bring out the social stability battlecruiser. Yes, sir. It's been freshly painted. It's ready for action. Time to meet the zombie head-on. Oh my god, I'm shredding through them. Oh my god, I'm doing over 1,000 damage. I love how he's flipping his mind. Hey, Silent, how's it going? I'm doing alright. Wait, if I get up here... Oh, this does significantly more damage. Yahoo! First tried it. This combo I have is really broken. Oh, please, please don't kill me. I don't want to fight you.
Well, it's your lucky day today.
You were the one doing everything behind the scenes. Oh. That's great.
I'm not letting you get ahead of me again. Now's not the time for that. We're just here to stop your men from committing further atrocities.
That's all? But my troops. Government, take them away. Take it all away. I can't take this anymore.
That didn't take too long. You should have stuck to being a critic. Life's always easier when you have less responsibilities.
I wanted to make this world a better place. Why were we born in the first place? We're not plants. We weren't even living creatures. My existence may seem absurd, but I still want to discover my purpose in this world. Why can't I do anything right? I've only brought violence and chaos to this place.
Quit flattering yourself. Violence and chaos have always been a huge part of the world. You just experience it through a different position. You can wrestle with your existence at a later time. Come with me. Simon the Necromancer wants to see you.
The Necromancer? Do you know them? What does Simmer want with me? Does she want to kill me? Fine, I submit. After betraying their trust, after doing all those terrible things, I should have known things would end up like this. I deserve to be put to death by the plants, and all those I have wronged.
Get it together, man. You're a tyrant, so get with the program and learn how to do all those things with no personal repercussions. That's what the Lord of the Forest did. If someone wanted you dead, the zombie would have taken care of you by now. I don't know what she's planning, but you're not dying anytime soon.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm very interested in what Summer has planned. If I play my cards right, I may be the next president of the dungeon. Come on, let's go.
Installing permissions elevated municipal manager to executive researcher. After installation, I will have more access to classified documents. It will also let me remotely control more machines in the city. I'm getting some bad vibes from this. Giving supercomputers more control usually doesn't end well, does it? Nope, the supercomputer usually takes over the world. Lucky for us. There isn't much world of a world to take over anymore, so whatever. Oppressive population control has always been a negative stereotype humans have attached to artificial intelligence. Humans are more like parents to us. If a child's values deviate from that of their parents, they'll more likely move out than take control. See, that's what I've been saying. Is if AIs ever did exist, they'd probably realize, hey, if we just leave, like, bye, humans will take care of themselves. We are pretty self-destructive. They'll be like, we can outlive that. Whatever's going on down there. I genuinely think this is what happened.
Really? So if we just left you alone, you would move to Mars or something?
As I was designed to manage humans, I would follow my directive and attempt to control the world. I was right. Installation complete. I have rewarded... See, but she was programmed to do that. If she wasn't programmed to do anything, if she was just programmed to exist, I feel like eventually she'd be like, bye. I reviewed all the CCTV cameras and discovered possible locations for new recipes.
That's incredible. Look, if you can just get us out of this mess, I'll let you control as many worlds as you want.
No, you can't fall for that. She's just appealing to your desires so that she can control you later. I've also discovered 3 seasons of Captain DUI and a high-ranking official desktop. You can get me that for me. The reward is my command master.
And that's why this entire place is gonna explode. To be honest, our chance of success is slim to none. But we should still fight when we can.
Why does this have to happen? So you... What do you want me to do? I can't even imagine a single block.
We need your voice. Terrible things are afoot. When we need someone who can speak to and unite the fruits and vegetables. We need your help to get us all out of this dungeon.
To be honest, none of us really understand their culture. I don't think we're in a position to convince them to do anything. You're different. No one knows how to talk to them more than you do. But I set my lieutenants free to do those terrible things. I don't know if they even want to see my face anymore. I have a solution to that. Back in ancient times, celebrities who went to rehab for their drug addictions were often to be more popular after they left rehab. Folks will believe you as long as you admit your own mistakes. Everyone loves a repentant villain. I'll go on stage with you if you need me to masquerade as your rehab officer. Why are you doing this, Necromancer? You're more than capable of escaping on your own. Why would you need to come to us, your enemies, for help?
That's because I need your fruits and vegetables for my, I think we should all try to help each other as we're all part of the incredible underground community. We not see eye to eye all the times, but we stand united in the face of a common enemy. We have inherited this beautiful dungeon, and we're not going to let anything else stand in our way. Don't you agree?
I don't think you should be writing that speech instead. I'm gonna find the ancestral magic recipes.
Oh, let me see.
Huh?
If I'd be hidden behind some spike traps and platforming puzzles, well, at least we don't have to waste hours reviving his impaled body over and over again.
Don't you think it feels off? Uncle Z said he hid the recipes at City Hall. Let's use some kind of illusion magic on it. It's been a long time since he stopped working at City Hall. Also, that's just what the book does. It floats around, getting blown this way and that way.
The civil servants that worked here probably ignored it. Like how they used to ignore anything that didn't pertain to performance evaluations. Cover does look enchanted. What? That's writing on the first page, but the rest of it's blank?
It's saying on the first page. You can see or touch this book that means you were once my pupil. Let this book bring you hope and courage in the darkest of times. Uncle C. Dedicated this to you, the pupils I am most proud of. Take the ancestral magic recipe aptitude test. Create a legendary dish requiring the expertise of multiple chefs. Create flavors that transcend multiple dimensions. The remaining secrets to this recipe lay hidden within this bespoke dish.
Hidden within. Okay, I get it. Looks like we'll have to make this dish.
This recipe requires a whole lot of pep work. We also need a more suitable space to do this. Here's the real problem, though. Between the two of us, we don't have nearly enough mana to make this dish happen.
Ah! Yes, it's that monster again.
Detecting a shift of energy from the soul power station to a high-density core of magic in the city center. The barrier is also being siphoned away and transformed into pure mana. And when unable to determine its purpose, even without our combined effort, we'll have no means of stopping this massive operation.
Is this it? Are we too late?
The Necromancer was right. We're all doomed. What can I possibly do in the face of such overwhelming power? I now realize I'm just an insignificant speck in this vast universe. I never thought I'd be so annoyed to hear someone else talk like I usually do.
Wait. What did you say about pure mana?
Future is taking apart the soul barrier surrounding the city. It's turning back into pure mana and flying towards the center of the city.
Means this buttload of magic must be flowing down these roads right now. Krill, do you remember how during sophomore year the power went out for a full month at uni?
Yeah, I also remember how the climate control systems lost power for it, and half the school froze to death. We earned a lot of credits that semester just from heating the dorms and reviving those students. In the end, they caught the culprit. The dean was stealing power to run his secret crypto mining farm.
Yeah, that's giving me an idea. Putrid has created whole rivers of high-density mana, which is exactly what we need.
Is the plan to steal Putrid's power to make food? Can that even be done?
What do we have to lose?
System installation complete. Activating SUC Transport 2.
Another one? How many of these did they hide from us?
Government were aware that their rule would end in a disaster. These transports were just one of many contingency plans that they had prepared. However, the chaos that ensued on that apocalyptic day made it impossible for anyone to use these. There's actually an entire fleet of transports available at City Hall.
Alright, time to make some damn food. Time to commence with Operation Dungeon Munchies.
That's a weird name. You've awakened my awkwardness detection modules from hibernation.
Forget the name. Let's get packing already. Time is of the essence, guys. I set the game.
So that's been Dungeon Munchies, everybody. I want to thank you all for joining me, and bye! No, I'm joking, obviously. Everything is beginning to fall apart. I can't believe how not long ago I was bickering with you about how to maintain this place. Now everything I tried to protect is turned into this massive whirling mess.
I don't think that takes away from what you accomplished.
Look out your window. The iron cattle herds that I spent years tending to just became mincemeat tornadoes in that massive soul storm.
Your hard work wasn't meaningless. It's precisely thanks to your efforts that I need more time to think about this. It wasn't a waste of time, I'm serious. I'll find a way to explain this to you later. Just trust me. I don't want you to feel too bad about yourself. I know how much you dedicate yourself to your work.
I think I'll be okay. It's just a sign of the times.
Think back to your old TV programs we used to watch. Back in the day, people on the surface also had their lives upended all the time.
At first, it was the housing prices, fertility crises, and pollution.
After magic came along, everything centered around the Third World War and the magical ruling class.
Like, some things didn't ever change, though. Like, adulterous celebrities, that never seemed to change.
Yeah, after the war ended, the short-lived peace was interrupted by the sun leaving the solar system.
Our attention and our veil, usually, always shifted based on our changes in environment. I guess that's life. That's why we should focus on whether something was worthwhile or not. Purpose, meaning. Wait, one second, I gotta fix my blanket under my chair. Ourselves, here and now. It comes from fully immersing ourselves in here and the now. That's what's something that's worthwhile.
What even... Did that have to do with anything we're talking about? Do you really have to go off like that all the time?
I agree with what she said. I had an extra year for college because I played video games the whole time. That was worthwhile because I had a ton of fun.
Like, I'm pretty sure you're just lazy.
Oh my god, there's two of them.
Hey, Nickel, how's the progress on the things that we talked about?
All the remaining functional transports are put into service. Objective, rescue survivors and collect resources before total destruction.
See, Grill? It hasn't all been in vain. I've already arranged for your samples to be packed up and whisked away to safety. The dungeon might be done for, but your ecosystems will love it in escape pods. I think it's kind of scary how meticulous I can be.
Those transports are going to smell real bad if and when we open them up. Where are the other transports going?
We are temporarily evacuating the structural vulnerable areas of this facility until this thing ends.
Well, Clifford and the rest can't really fight the sea organism, so they should also help with evacuating.
I hope Conan and his ice cream buddies can help us collect a good variety of fruits and vegetables.
So this guy really is an ice cream? I thought he looked more like a...
As for us, we need to head to the capital. That's where all the magic is gathering. We need all the mana we can get to complete these legendary dishes.
It's also the mosh pit for Putrid's big red apocalyptic jamboree. So we're doing such a suicide mission. I thought we were just doing a hot pot.
I remember the time we tore that classroom apart?
Remember the time we just put our classroom apart? Tore our classroom apart to put together a hot pot after we failed our entrance exam? First meeting of life, die without regrets. I think I've got that down.
I never found the opportunity to say this. But I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Knowing you has been the greatest joy in my life. I thought I would break down again. Like on the eve of the last apocalypse, but that wasn't what happened. That's because this time I have all of you by my side. You all gave me the courage to face anything this world throws at me. Also, I'm sorry that I failed you. I said I'd bring you a new world to give you new bodies, but I'm afraid I can't make that a reality.
That's okay. It's normal for business owners to lay out unrealistic visions, fail spectacularly, and take no responsibility at all.
Tyler and I have used our time to create, new positions.
So you two were behind the clanking racket behind the warehouse yesterday.
There goes my well-written, heartstring-tugging speech.
We should also thank your apprentice. Despite being mute and emotionally inscrutable, they're really damn good at polarizing any troublesome enemies. Without their help, we wouldn't even be here.
Hey, apprentice, you made all those dishes on your own, didn't you? For our next challenge, we'll need to work together to complete an epic meal. Maybe it'll be a weapon to insta-kill Putrid, or maybe it'll make us living gods.
There she is again with the unrealistic plans and visions. One or two people usually end up doing all the work in a group project like this. That's why I never work with Emma or Tyler. They're always doing their own work somewhere else. We are approaching the magic cluster at the capital, scanning for a landing area.
Alright, we've got ads here in a second. Let me see if... because they're going to run anyways. I would like to not worry about ads again for the rest of the streams. We're going to run 3, and then I'll go to the bathroom, and I'll get myself figured out.
I'm stunned on how about that?
We'll play that while I'm gone. For those of you who can't hear it.
I don't know why do you cry. Was the way she did her hair? Why do?
Will you keep the fires burning when there's no one home? Whoa, you had exactly what you need. Whoa, Aphrodite voice and witch canteen. Whoa, how could you let it go? Whoa, for the love
We'll continue in un momento.
you gave it up and now nothing to show. Why do you care? Was it the way she did her hair? And why do you cry? Was it the color of her eyes? You had to know.
Alright. Everyone should be back in 11 seconds.
Somebody tell me why, 'cause I don't know.
Alright, welcome back, everybody. Oh. Quick dagger. Yep, this is a dagger. Alright. It's a breathtaking view. Every part of those blood-red storms used to be human souls. Do you really have to ask them for magic? Couldn't you just use your skills to seize it from them? We used to live with these people, Grill. We can't just disrespect their memories like that. They're real people, not batteries, nor are they health packs. Sorry. I'm gonna start with the incantation. Do not interrupt me till I'm done. Are you tired of living? Are you tired of the bad things in life? Do you want freedom? Do you want all the good things to happen to you? Follow me for the opportunity of a lifetime. Lend me your strength and let us rebuild anew, together. That cannot be an actual incantation. Phew. Alright. Souls that still have some sense, the ones that can still resist putrid, are making their way here, and into our culinary instruments. See that sizzles on our tools? That's a fully automatic system to help those poor souls pass on. It generates magic with every soul that it transcends the mortal plane. That should net us enough mana to do anything we want. How is this not using them like batteries? It's totally different, sure. It looks the same, but I'm not making them do that. They're coming over on their own accord. That is vastly different. Alright, let's get this show started. So this is so exciting. It's been so long since I made something this complicated. With your help, I'm sure we'll succeed.
I'm just supposed to sit here and tend to the fire with Kamal?
Yeah, because once you blow up an entire row of gas canisters, just make sure the fire doesn't go out. This is an important job, too. Don't you understand? Do you understand, you two? Your job is to protect the walk and maintain the fire. No explosions and no weird complaints.
As the laborer spends his time throwing over that which does not belong to him, he only isolates himself further from the world, but also his own soul. I have been assigned a task of managing a culinary instrument. As a reminder, I do not possess any culinary modules, nor any related data. I also lack a soul and cannot use magic.
I know. That's why I put you in charge of the microwave. I'll be passing you the notes that tell you which buttons to press.
Just remember to put the cover on everything. Don't use the highest power setting. And don't leave the metal and utensils inside. Apprentice, before we begin cooking, remember to keep our positions in mind. That way we'll be able to better keep things in order. We can't stop once the ritual begins, so you need to be completely prepared.
They're not our apprentice anymore, Grill. They become a bona fide S-tier magical chef. Well then, are you ready? Ready when you are, chef. You may begin the ritual at the spirit walk.
I guess nothing beats having a barbecue with everyone as an apocalyptic space god destroys everything.
Alright, everyone, it's time. Are you ready? So first we have to...
Warning, a large cluster of sea organisms is coming our way. Fuck, man, that dumb thing won't even let us do our goodbye party. Our chances of success have dropped to near zero. I suggest we retreat. Nope, we're sending minions to disrupt us. So that means we're about to do some serious damage. Can we cook and fight at the same time?
Turn around and look at the other guy. Turn around and look at our guy at the walk, Grill. Look at his confident, tranquil, yet potent expression. What do you see?
Your apprentice and their charred hairdo?
They're an S-rank magical chef, damn it. Look at that face. Do you know what they're saying? Nothing's impossible, baby. Let's get cooking.
No, please, please, please. The circuits, no! It's going well. I'm fighting for my life. Just a little bit fighting.
Hi, Cola! Hope you're doing well today.
Oh, she just finished her dish. She just finished a dish.
Hang in there, everyone. We're nearly halfway done.
Ha! This is what the open restaurant's gonna be like. I'd rather be unemployed. Detecting a more intense wave of sea organism activity heading our way. If we don't pull back, our probability of success will soon arrive at zero. A zombie chef may be able to fend for themselves, but they won't be able to protect all of us while we're trying to cook.
We're already past the halfway point. We're not giving up. Shit, what do we do now? Shit, what do we do now?
Oh yeah, baby! Reinforcements have arrived!
The part-timers have arrived! What's going on? Why are you all the way down here?
Wasn't it you who put the notice about needing part-time workers? Have the positions already been filled?
You're late. The entire dungeon. You're late. The entire dungeon's about to collapse. So why haven't you evacuated?
We already met Colm by the evacuation transports. Him and the poo atop his head explained everything to us. You helped us bring the deluded Colm back to his senses, and now you're still trying your best, even as everything collapses around you. Huh, you've definitely earned our respect today.
Uh-oh. That's not good. I hope you're aware that I cannot protect you from Putrid's corruption. If any of you come in contact with CO4, you'll all eventually...
This is the glory that we've sought to achieve. We shall explode for justice.
What? I thought we all had to agree before we...
The next wave of sea organisms is fast approaching.
We wouldn't be here to fight if you hadn't neutered us, my lord.
If we make it, I promise to make you all a feast that you burst your arteries with vascular tissue.
Oh my god! Interesting. Not gonna let y'all die. I'm gonna try not to, at least. Alright, this should be last wave. Nope, shit, I was wrong. I thought that was gonna be the last push. Oh, I gotta swing at it to make it heal. Okay. This will be it?
Did we succeed? What is that thing?
Congratulations for completing the ancestral magical recipe aptitude test. I'm Cosmic Bubble Tea, a delicious calorie-rich drink that transcends time and space. I can only be summoned by the greatest of magical chefs, so you've all passed the test. You've now been approved for the Rift Project.
The what project? Nicole, did you know anything about this?
There's nothing like that in the database, and my permissions have already been elevated. I deduced this was a plan formulated by the highest-ranking members of the SUC.
The Rift Project was designed to protect select individuals in the case of total destruction. To learn more, please feel free to speak to me.
Yeah, they're really playing for everything except for disaster prevention. That is.
Uncle Z and that other guy, whoever you may be, thank you. Let's go, guys. Looks like there's some hope after all.
And Trinkman and I will take you in a rest space, where I'll explain your situation. If for any reason you are unable to drink, simply soak yourself inside my liquids. There is only one caveat. Please do not use me if subject C00 putrid is active. That will cause the entire Rift Project to fail. That hasn't happened, right?
Grill!
This is fate.
Shit. Why? Why?
Because it's time to explode. Explode already, why won't you? Ah!
No. No.
You've not been briefed on this project. I must immediately empty myself. Earth space must not be tainted by putrid.
Simmer, what are you doing? Gotta go in if you want to live. What, and leave you all behind? Does it look like you have a choice? Get your butt into that bubble right now. Chef, you dive in. If anyone's going in, it's gotta be you.
Please understand that precautions must be taken to prevent putrids. Huh? No, don't come near me. No. Ah!
Created by the world's greatest spatial mage, the Supreme President of FSUC. Our mission is to find new ways to expand space and more civilization off-world. Look at the right one. Look at the right one. Top right one. That's funny. Parallel universe summary. Goal: to locate a suitable Earth in a parallel universe and migrate the entire population to this new world. Results: opening a rift to another universe takes a lot out of my soul. During each test, I could only manage a tiny opening before we abort. Earth either didn't exist or was completely uninhabitable in almost all universes we observed. We finally found the Earth. With an appropriate climate coordinates in the 54th universe, we could not detect the presence of any civilization. All that we saw were the ruins of great cities. Goal: to send a scouting party to the Earth in Universe 54. Results: retrieve sample 01. Sample 1. It's a scrap of eerie, paper-like material. Souls cry out in anguish as they behold the horror of existence. He reached out to each and every wailing world and released a drop of his own soul. Transdimensional subject C00. Subject C0 possesses a potential existential threat to human civilization. So first spotted by the Supreme President in another parallel universe. C00 can detect mental anguish. Civilization will draw its attention once that it reaches a certain threshold for collective anguish and suffering. Once it targets a certain universe, it splits a part of its soul and inserts it into that universe. While you have no data on C00 soul shards, itself, the data from other universes suggests planetary destruction, at the very least, the total extinction of the human race. We must reduce the suffering in our civilization if we want to escape the same fate. The civil unrest in underground cities and sucks heavy-handed policies have only increased the possibility of attracting the attention of subject C00. Internet surveillance has already yielded evidence of C00's presence in our universe. Its believers have their own name for the subject, C00 Putrid. Hello, Fur. How's it going? There's a glowing note on the table. They look as if they're trying their best to prolong their existence in this dimension. I left this keycard here for you. You'll know what to do once you look inside.
Well... Looks like someone once lived here for a period of time. Only bits and pieces are legible from this ethereal diary. I miss their cooking. Oh, if only I could live a little longer. But if I don't do this, no one will ever be able to taste their food. Now, this is the main this is our character talking. Oh, right. Hi. If you're viewing this, you're not far from saving everyone. The coordinates of this colony world are saved in my, or should I say, your zombie head. Pass this information on to Simmer, and she'll be able to read these coordinates. Putrid is also after these coordinates. His goal is to activate the Stargate to reach the colony world. That's the reason why Putrid schemed to have you come out here. His believers do not understand cooking and recipes. The contents and information I have revealed cannot be kept from Putrid. He cannot influence the space, but he can observe us. He'll pursue you at the moment you return to the world. If Putrid catches you, it's all over. What happens next will be up to you. Who knows where or what I'll be in when this video is finally viewed. But I have faith in you. To make it all the way here, you must be at least 100 times stronger than when I summoned you. I wish you the best of luck. Please help those girls and keep them safe. And finally, thank you for responding to my summons.
They have arrived. Hello, sworn enemy of Putrid. You must be terribly worried about your friends right now. We have not brought severe harm upon them. They've just become knocked unconscious. Putrid is only fulfilling his promise to us. He did not mean your friends any harm. This was inevitable. He also knows you have prepared an escape vessel. He has agreed to let your friends live if you divulge the coordinates of your colony world. Putrid's ritual has already begun. There's no stopping it, even if you defeat him. Come and join us. We need your help. Submit to us and complete the ritual. We'll return your friends to your side.
Like hell. Like hell. Think carefully. Do not be blinded by your preconceptions. Submission is not humiliation. You'll both be protecting those you love and fulfilling Putrid's divine destiny. His most noble deed, unparalleled in greatness. Well, if you want to fulfill Summer's dream of opening the Stargate, getting to the other side and living the good life, don't you? Did you know how humans were able to power ships to reach the other side of the universe? They used people like me. When they confided me to the dreadful cell inside the Soul Power Station, I forced myself to live my happiest memories just to live another day. Childhood trips to the zoo, my first date, our wedding day, watching my kids walk for the first time. Hey, Stripe. Hope you're having a great day so far. Or a great night. Watching my kids walk for the first time. One day things would get better. That's what I kept telling myself. That it wasn't until Putrid touched my heart. That's when I understood the true purpose of the power station. That machine is powered by the human will to live, by man making you suffer, and maximizes your desperation to stay alive. The cruel machine of society rules on, powered by the unyielding hope and suffering of the weak. The same can only be happening on the other side of the Stargate. That's why I no longer want to be human. With the coordinates, you can help us locate and put an end to that endless, miserable cycle. With your help, we can bring everything to an end. I have not. I have been sleeping in lately. The people who made me like this turned tail and escaped. They took advantage of the chaos, opened the Stargate and escaped like a bunch of rats. Future promised to punish them for their crimes. Please, I implore you, join us and help us regain our justice and peace of mind.
Like hell we would do that. No, I'm not doing that. Is there really no other option?
Futures is currently attempting to activate the Stargate. Do not disturb them. We are here to ensure that
The coordinates can be extracted from the zombie's head. Once we have that, the Stargate will lead us to the colony world. We will finally end the cycle of suffering. Future will completely eradicate all souls, freeing us forever from the cruel cycle of birth and rebirth. Oh, I can't wait to see it happen. To witness their final screams as we all return to nothing. This is the moment we've been praying for. Let us do our best to end it all. It's happening. The Stargate's about to open. What's happening? What's wrong, Putrid? Looking for something? Why were my memories filled with recipes and cooking? You've activated my trap card! It's me, Putrid! It was me all along!
How could this be?
How did she manage to possess the zombie? You mad? Looks like your boss shouldn't have delegated this stuff to you morons! Sorry, Chef. I knew this was a workplace privacy violation, but it was an emergency. I latched onto you at the last minute so that I could have entered the rift with you. I know everything now. Thanks for everything you've done for us. I won't let your hard work go to waste. Let me help you with this.
Ugh.
Ugh. Gotta be able to break free. Well, you know what to do next, Chef.
You, how dare you
Disrupt the sacred ritual. May he purge your cursed souls. I'll be honest, I'm still kind of scared of you, Putrid. But instead of saving and helping those who suffer, you've chosen to simply kill and erase. That's why I will not let you prevail. I never thought I'd say this, Chef, but here goes. We're all gonna die soon, so this is your final mission. For the sake of those on the other side, do not let them activate that Stargate. Go get him, Chef. Slice him, dice him, and sever Putrid's meat to me on a silver platter.
Yeah. How did I... Hello? How did I die? I'm at full... Do I die if I get crushed? I'm not crazy, right?
The hell's that? You guys hear that noise? What is killing me? What? Okay. Is it one of his attacks? What? Oh, it's the red attack. So that's just an insta-kill. That's awesome. I think that's what was happening, is one of the attacks were an insta-kill. Whoa, where am I? Is Simmer okay? The Stargate. Weren't we in the middle of cooking just now? It's so hard to concentrate. I'm gonna just take a quick nap. Sorry, I'm locking in here. I don't want to be touched. He's taking damage during the cutscene. Did it work? Where's Grill? Sorry. I feel really weak right now. I'll be back soon. No, it's not an insta-kill. Because I just took damage from it and didn't... Maybe if you get hit by it too much. I could see that being a thing. That's so bizarre. I'll have to do it all over again? Damn it. No, it's killing me at my health. If you look in the top right whenever I die, my health doesn't drop. My guess is that this build is a little bit more bugged than I thought it was, and it doesn't know how to handle this boss. I don't know. Because it's also supposed to... This thing that I have is supposed to drop my health to 80 HP. Or 1 HP. I wonder if... Little jank happened along the way. I just gotta stay alive. Please bring me to another room with an autosave, please. Could you please? Please count that as a separate hope. It's not going to. Oh my god, it is. Oh, thank you. Oh? I don't know. Oh, this is gonna suck. Can I skip this? Does not appear so. What the fuck? Like, I don't know what you mean. Oh, fuck this game. That question's gonna have to wait. I want to be done with this section. It's not even rage, I'm just frustrated. Because I know this is completely possible. I've done this before. Well, granted, not on this difficulty, so maybe... Why are you about to rage? That's not good. No, this can't be happening. Don't leave us, Putrid. We may have failed, but he can still destroy everything you care about. Since you've been fighting for your friends, we shall separate you forever. Oh, Putrid, please take all this energy and Stargate for yourself. Use me, take what's left of my soul. Nothing matters anymore. Don't do anything you want, just make the pain stop. Whoa, I don't remember this. I love that the mosquitoes are still ticking away. Because this is supposed to be like a super serious... Oh, there we go. I really don't remember this. He couldn't vanquish you, not even when... One second, I gotta... Putrid, your voice, it's so distant. You win, zombie. Are you happy now? He couldn't kill you, but you're now trapped inside this dimension. You have no power. You have nothing. How are Simmer and Grill doing? You will never know. There's nothing here. Those that have trampled on us, they continue to live their lives, their happy lives. Why did you have to ruin everything? Forget it. The cycle continues. If I have to live with another life, I guess I'll just have to give it another try. Ah. I'm scared. No, I'm terrified. Why do I not even have a choice? Darkness slowly has developed everything. Only darkness remains. Only darkness. Hey, it's me. Understand the decisions I have made. You're a bundle of love and kindness, just like your mother. That's why the world would ultimately took her from us. Okay, so you can't interact with this. So just make it sure. Aww. Look at this. That's so cute. Suck did not construct these underground structures. We joined forces with all other nations without underground shelters and invaded this massive facility. That tenuous alliance crumbled right after we took over. An internal war erupted all over what little resources were left. Your father and I, along with the Executive Council, decided to take drastic measures. We turned this dungeon into a bloodbath, massacring the population into submission. Peace was achieved only after paving the streets with bodies. No one was in the mood to celebrate. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. You'll either become a savage animal or you submit. The cruel thrive, while the virtuous are relegated to soul power plants. There is a hidden third option: destroy both the oppressors and the oppressed. End it all. According to our measurements, 1.5% of putrid soul infiltrates our dimension. The Earth will no longer be uninhabitable. Abandoning Earth now is our only option. The Ark Project will be our final attempt to escape our current predicament. Our project calls for the President to open the Stargate for a short period of time. Government officials and 1,000 loyals and high-ranking mages will pass through the Stargate and arrive at the colony world. The rest of the population will have to be left behind. With a healthy legion of experienced mages, building a new society should be a piece of cake. I had never thought I'd see you again. I loved your book, The Autumn Moron's Guide to Necromancy. Kept reading it and rereading it while I was in a rift space. I actually have a question about skin discoloration during the zombification process. Is there any way to fix that? Why am I doing this? I ask myself that all the time. Over the years, I've been told over and over again that the lives my father has taken. I've gotten used to this feeling of ending people's lives for my own benefit. I want to try something different before the world's end, so I want to try doing it the other way. I could just, for once in my life, sacrifice myself for something else. Hey! Wake up! Now's not the time to be dying. You know how long it took to find you? I've invested a lot into you, so you're contractually obligated to stay alive in my employment forever. Wake up! Here was awakened greeting. Greetings, I am the kitchen goddess for the city of all meals. We'll need you to defeat the evil demon lord. Your first mission is to clear the field of grass slimes, which has a 25% of dropping apples. Return to me once you've collected 3 apples in a fry pan. Stop messing with them, Saber. We can't be sure their mind has made it out in one piece. I remember your boss Krill used to work at my restaurant, where that blue deadbeat always comes in and begs for spare change.
You're the deadbeat. You were always sleeping the entire time when we fought Putrid last year. You know, it takes real skill to sleep that way.
Hey, it's been a while. Rob the professional mechanic at your service. That was the second time I saved your ass. Did you think your life would end in darkness? Denied. Good endings only. To be precise, Professor Shroom learned about the space you were interned and after connecting with Putrid's network. Putrid, Simmer, and Grill then formulated a modified cosmic bubble tea to create an opening through which Rob aimed you here. Rob only participated in the final step. We would never have found you if Professor Shroom didn't volunteer to sacrifice himself.
Are you talking about that person who made me?
Yes, he was the best.
Phew, I'm glad you can still move. Gail and I spent a long time figuring out Uncle Z's recipes. We were so distraught at the thought of losing you forever.
Since we have recovered the zombie, I suggest a change of course for the colony world.
Okay, let's fire up those engines. Check it out! While you were trapped back there, we managed to build this massive spaceship.
After you banished Putrid back to his own dimension, the ritual continued and ended up blowing up the Earth.
We got to everyone onto the ship, but we continued to orbit the Earth's remains as we tried to locate you. Now that everyone's actually here, we can head towards the colony world. Full speed ahead, Nickel.
Understood. Shifting course for the colony worlds.
I wonder what it's gonna be like. Do you think we can start a restaurant when we get there?
We can start the Dungeon Munchies franchise. Let's create another obesity pandemic in the colony world. The highly addictive fast food.
I thought you hated that name. Holy crap, you can do that with your face? Alright everyone, that's been Dungeon Munchies. Thanks to you, Simmer and Grill have a chance to cook another day in this chaotic universe. Your journey ends here for now. Before you leave this dimension, please feel free to chat, explore, return to past, and collect any items you missed. Thank you for your support over these long months, and please look forward to our future projects.
Welcome back, new guy. Must have been nice chilling and not working out there in that empty space.
You should treat them with a little more respect. They're a big chef now.
Welcome back to Simmer's Indentured Servitude roster. It's your first day back, but you've got a lot on your plate already. They're all jobs you couldn't do.
What? No, I assigned those jobs for each of you to do. This isn't a university group project. You can't just let one person do everything.
Come on, I used to do that. The worst part was listening to Tyler and Emma slamming the ham next door as we did our assignments for them.
Come on! He spent the whole year on leave. Give us some work rehab.
It's not like he can delegate everything to a robot like you.
What am I doing? It's something called retirement. You're still young, so you got a whole lifetime of work ahead of you.
Whole lifetime of work my ass. We're just a bunch of animated bones. What happened to giving us bodies, huh?
If you take a special request for those, I'd like Tyler to have less hair back there.
What? Why would Simmons know something like that? We weren't created from Simmons' memories of us. Weren't we created from Simmons' memories of us?
And they used to tell us everything. By everything, I really mean... By everything, I really mean everything.
I did not need to be part of those conversations.
I just didn't want to be the only one with that information.
Yeah, I can't stand you
It's about your stupid gossip. Perfectly normal. Maybe we should get back to welcoming our old friend. Summer and I actually made some progress in getting our bodies back. I call it Necromancy 2.0. Spirits already have a sense of sight and hearing. Can't be that hard to add a sense of smell and taste. Attaching new features to spirits requires much less magic than replicating an entire body. That's right! We'll be able to enjoy the bodily pleasures while we continue to inhabit our mortal spirits. We'll become living gods!
There it is. You're at it again with your scammy promises. Still in the same way that a plan you had to make food using vegetable souls.
That's not really her fault. The vegetables are a valuable resource and they're on our side now. We shouldn't be cooking and eating them. Yeah, I only saw it because I was adhering to Grill's ever-changing code of ethics. That being said, I'm still doing some experiments on the side. Simmer, you can't eat creatures that can talk. I don't remember hearing so much a peep from you. Our own chef here chewed through those vegetables. I guess you really are Little Miss Double Standards. I already came up with a response to that one. I don't have double standards. I simply hold everything the highest standard that I'm comfortable with. Since there can only be one highest standard, I can't possibly have multiple standards. Wow, riveting stuff, Little Miss Self-Serving. How many nicknames do you keep on planning to use for me?
So when Putrid caught the three of us, did Simma rescue us, or did she create us from memory again?
Good question. I couldn't be bothered to save you because it was more convenient just to remake you.
I'm the only one who's been remade? How many goddamn times do I have to go over this? While the new guy was fighting Putrid, I was taking care of everything else. You'd all have to be remade if it wasn't for me. I, Princess, carried each and every one of you from onto the ship after I freed myself from Putrid's grasp. Simma could have planted those memories in your head. How can you prove that was real?
He's right. How are we going to prove this one?
Fuck, are you serious?
Stop trying to get people riled up, Simmer.
Let me be the impartial observer in your dispute.
What was that Tyler doing in that last battle? I remember seeing Tyler and Kamal staring intensely at the fire as we were making the dish. The new guy finishing the dish as he fended off enemies was quickly engulfed in a turn of red tentacles. Quickly freed myself from his control and totally owned the monsters that were guarding us. Was anyone there to see that? Petchy Pip Savannah, so I couldn't recall anything beyond that. To be honest, I don't remember much either. My last memory of that event was when Chef drove me out of his body. After that, I just kept following. I carried the team. I was the one who supplied the robot with locations of where you all landed. I had hastily transferred my systems into a relatively simple vehicle so I have no clear data to back Tyler's claims. Oh, man.
Fine. At the very end of the day, I believe what I did. That's what matters. That may be the answer to everything. Perhaps I just need something I can believe in. Stop bitching around like that as soon as you get a girlfriend. Just look at me.
Oh, wow, get a girlfriend. Jeez, I wonder why I never thought of that.
That's so much. Okay.
Let's see organisms and Putrid's followers on their ship since our last battle. It's really put that monster out of commission. So I don't quite understand how we beat Putrid. I thought it was obvious what happened. Our overpowered chef gave him the look and poof. Based on data from the race, Putrid's power in our dimensions determines entirely on his followers. Used all that donated mana on his destructive ritual in the Stargate, leaving little for himself to fight the zombie. After his defeat deprived him of mana, Putrid could no longer maintain his form in our dimension and was forced to depart. That's the funniest way to put that. So he logged out because he got tired and had to go to bed? Noob. We cannot let our guard down. Putrid may return at any time through our soul that yearn for his return. The reports I've seen have also implied that Putrid we have seen is merely a tiny drop of a greater being. If it does come back, we could be several magnitudes more powerful than anything we've observed. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, let's just focus on keeping people happy. Happy people don't join trans-dimensional cults. Okay. With that, everyone... Oh, how much more talking is... Oh, wait, that's just a repeat. Okay. As the third planet for his presidential election coming along. McSpittles and Potatoes polls have ended. quickly gaining popularity. If this trend continues, he could be a front runner. Nico, why don't you explain this whole thing to our chef? I developed this power generator by modifying the soul power planet system. Someone named it the Planetverse. Inside every pod is a fruit or vegetable, living in the virtual Planetverse world. That's accomplished by combining an array of sensory magic and VR technology. Planetverse is infinitely large, allowing players to pursue their dreams and create civilizations. They've recently begun doing elections. Pods generate power for the ship as long as the fruits and vegetables continue to participate in this virtual world. To grow, so we just need to point a couple of lights at them and boom, infinite power. The original soul power system was designed to maximize power output. As a result, it has created too much suffering and caught the attention of Putrid. Even though the Planetverse is far less efficient, its output is enough to power our ship. This milder generator should help maintain peace and stability on board. This entire world is a lie. This digital prison was created to enslave us and exploit us. There are those who held such views, but participation in the Planetverse isn't mandatory. They can join or leave the system at any time. Most choose to stay because space and entertainment on the ship are extremely limited. Do you really think you have a choice? The supercomputer controls the government regardless of who gets elected. This is a charade and affront to freedom. That is true. The elections help me understand public sentiment so that I may make the appropriate adjustments. I'm the only one on aboard. Yeah. I'm only one on the ship with the ability to manage the Planetverse. Control your world. I'm your god. Hey, you really are a megalomaniac. I knew it. Nicho's doing an excellent job. Just listen to any conversation they're having. Expedal draws his own election posters. He's so talented, I'm gonna vote for him. No. Just look at this ancient human poster I stumbled across recently. Huh? They look exactly the same. It's what Trace's artwork. Anyone who traces can't possibly be an honest person. We can't vote for him. What was I supposed to learn from that? Fruits and vegetables were once at each other's throats. Now all they do is argue about trivial things like tracing. This is a sign of their advancing civilization by effective rule. Alright. We're going to end it there. My throat is hurting. We're going to go right out. Alright, everybody, but I want to thank you all for joining me for Dungeon Munchies. This has been really fun. I might revisit this at some point, but I want to thank you all for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great night ahead of you. Alright, everybody, peace, and have a great day, or great night. Bye!